welcome back, guys. It's Kibla Ahmed Art, and we've got G-Man in Singapore.
What's happening, people? G-Man out here in Singapore. Guys, I apologize in advance for all the noise in the background, multitasking and unpacking shit as we do this, man, because I got all my stuff in. Loads of shit. But, yeah, what's good, man?
No, absolutely amazing. Guys, apologies for last week's videos. Due to me and my brother both moving and going through a busy time at the moment, quality has dropped. And I really want to apologize for that because I know a lot of you guys are avid watchers and listeners. So from the next couple of weeks, our podcast will be audio. This is podcast number 53. We've been doing this for exactly a year now. It's been interesting to share our journey with you guys. But today's episodes is going to be based on movie reviews, other geeky culture things that have happened. I'll let you know about what's happening in our lives as well. But G-Man, start off with the movies, man. You had a great week of watching movies, man. I missed the cinema, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Ever since I moved here, I mean, I'm still trying to get to know people and get used to things. So I just been going back and visiting my old good friend Cinema, man.
Yeah.
So I've seen a few movies. Aquaman last week. I saw Bumblebee last week, and then this week I saw Master Z and the Yip Man spin-off movie and the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie, man.
Yeah.
So let me give you my quick thoughts. Last week I tried to speak a little bit about Aquaman, but quality was basic, so I couldn't really speak much. But I'll give non-spoiler reviews on everything, like of all the movies I saw. So starting off with Aquaman, loved it. I thought your comment of saying stunning was absolutely spot on because it was 100% stunning. I think it was like one of the first movies that we saw underwater action and underwater, like a movie shot underwater. You know, we normally see people flying in the sky and whatnot, but this was a whole different game when it was underwater because of the different contrast and considering the friction with the water and whatnot against the water. So everything was amazing. Some of the scenes and the battle scenes for me, the fight scenes were recorded amazingly. Like it was like this one shot all action scene. There wasn't many cuts in it, which I thought was brilliant. I did think so. From that perspective, I think it was awesome. I did think the story was kind of basic. I wasn't feeling that too much. I won't spoil too much. I'll just say that I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't think it lived up to what I didn't think it lived up to what it was building up to. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. I thought, what's his name, man? Ocean Master was awesome. He looked awesome. I thought he was sick. I didn't really feel Black Manta. I wasn't really feeling... I felt like it was a bit cheesy with him. So overall, I mean, I give it like a 6 out of 10 from my perspective. But I do love what they've done with this, and I do feel there's so much more potential for more. I just thought certain things were very like the story and a lot of unnecessary cheese, which was I don't know why they put it in there. It just made it look so bad. But yeah, that was my thoughts on Aquaman. But like I said, your thoughts on stunning, because you're coming from a visual perspective. Yeah. When you're thinking of that's 100% spot on because visually it was amazing. Like I said, some of the action scenes, especially the underwater action scenes, were wicked. So spot on with that, man. I think. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Aquaman. Then the next movie I saw was Bumblebee. I fucking enjoyed Bumblebee. I thought that was awesome. Yeah. I have to say, the action, as usual, Transformers action. I love the fact that they've gone back to, I can't remember the director's name, bro, but I love the fact that he used the original design of these characters.
Moist.
When you saw 5, have you seen it?
No, bro. I'm gonna try and catch it this week. We got to miss a screening last week, me and Ash, just due to the house issues we've been having. So I'm looking forward to it, bro.
When you see that, as soon as like the movie starts and you see just the originals from the cartoon, just goose pimples all over my body, bro. Oh my god. I was like, wow. Like, you know what? Don't get me wrong. What they did in the movies before was awesome, and that gave me goosebumps as well. But there's something about the original that I was just like, oh my god, that's so sick.
You know what? I've been reading the reviews on it, and bro, like, it's one of the best Transformers movies.
No doubt, no doubt. I don't disagree with that at all. The only thing that spoiled it for me, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be negative, and I give the guy so much stripes, but John Cena was basic. I'm sorry.
Really?
For me, I felt that he was super basic. Listen, man, good on him for getting that role and doing what he's doing. He's an awesome guy and everything. So mad love,
Yeah.
and big shouts and whatnot. But I just felt his acting in that movie was so basic, so cheesy, so 80s. It was based in the 80s or whatever, but it was just this 80s military tough guy. It was bad, man. It was bad. I wasn't feeling that at all. Other than that, freaking brilliant movie, man. Without spoiling it, we all know this is the Bumblebee story and how he came on Earth and all that sort of stuff. But they really expressed like Bumblebee as a character, and I really thought that it was done well. So yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant, man. I don't want to say too much because I end up spoiling the shit out of it. But good story. It was entertaining as it is, and the action is like better than anything, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's nothing like it. So absolutely amazing. So
Excited. I'm excited.
Make sure you watch that one, man. All right, and then going to the next one, Master Z, Yip Man spin-off. So this was based off. If you've seen Yip Man 3, there was the other Wing Chun master in that. And I think the guy's real name is Max Chung, I think. Oh, maybe I fucked up.
So this is called Master Z.
Anyway, yeah, so Master Z from the movie, the actor's name is Max Chung, I think.
Okay.
He was the other Wing Chun master in Yip Man that helped Yip Man, but then also challenged him at the end.
That's right.
So this was a spin-off movie after that, and it was okay. Listen, I watched it because one, we love our martial art movies, and two, from Geek Man, he's brilliant in that. And this Max Chung guy, man, he's I think I'm fucking up his name. I keep calling him that, but I'm just gonna call him that. But in other movies that I've seen, like SPL2, and he's just a brilliant martial artist, man.
Yeah.
He just flows wicked. You know what I'm trying to say? Like just like what we like watching. When you see Donnie Yen and he flows and he moves and whatnot, this guy has that in his movies.
Okay.
So I mean, I won't spoil too much. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna definitely watch it.
I will watch it, bro. Definitely.
It's not an epic movie like Yip Man. The thing about Yip Man was what was amazing by Yip Man. Obviously, he was a grandmaster of Bruce Lee. Don't get me wrong. He's mostly. I don't mean to be bad, but he's famous because of Bruce. But the way Donnie Yen portrayed Yip Man on the screen, and the story they chose of the Yip Man movies, don't get me wrong, I don't think they were 100% accurate. However, they chose aspects of his life and then expanded and made a movie on it, right?
Yeah.
So 3 different aspects of his life, made a movie on it. So this Master Z movie is I think it's a whole made up thing. It's called, there's no real life to it, sort of thing.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like a vigilante story. There is one thing I have to spoil that cracked me up, man. The little boy, his favorite superhero was this fake ass Batman, and he was called Black Bat. I was cracking up. His name is Black Bat, just like Batman, but he's in black and yellow. Anyway, so the movie's kind of based on a vigilante type story and whatnot.
Okay.
It's got Batista in it, Tony Jaa. The Tony Jaa and Max Chung fight is fucking wicked. Tony Jaa is brilliant still. He plays such a cool cat, and he's got the Muay Thai moves and everything. The knees and the elbows are just so devastating the way he throws them. But the martial arts in this was amazing, as it should be. I'm trying to say because it's from a Yip Man spin-off.
Yeah.
And it really promotes Chinese martial arts and Wing Chun and stuff like that. Batista was in it playing a beast, as they like to. They like to get those Chinese movies. They like to get like a big tonks black dude, like they had Mike Tyson or a white dude, like they got Batista and just batter the shit out of them with Wing Chun. Not that shit will work in real life. However, it's just fun to put on the big screen. So yeah, look, listen, worth watching. If you're a Yip Man fan, you love the martial art movies, 100% go watch it, man. Freaking brilliant from that perspective. Don't expect an amazing storyline and blah, 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 blah. Just go watch it for fun.
Cool.
And then, so that was my thought on that. And then Dragon Ball Z today. Dragon Ball Z, super Broly story. Oh my god, bro. Listen, any Dragon Ball Z fan, go watch it. Because what I love about these movies, even though we've gone 20, 30 years into time, because it's animation, like nothing changes. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're still seeing your character, how they are, and see the way they fight. Don't get me, the animation's a lot more sharper, and the way they the way these Dragon Ball Z movies express the power, you know, when they turn into Super Saiyan and they're screaming and the auras around them, and the way they express that through, you would appreciate from a visual perspective,
Yeah.
Kid. The colors change and the floor breaks and the sky color change, everything. It just really expresses the power that these guys have. So anyway, as a Dragon Ball fan, you have to watch it. It's so awesome, man. Like the fight scenes, the story, just seeing Goku and Vegeta again, wicked, man. I can't wait if they ever do it like a proper movie of this, because it can be done. Like, listen, I had goosebumps throughout this, man. Watched this as a kid, just growing up to watch it like as a movie in the cinema. I had goosebumps with the way they were fighting and the way they were turning into Super Saiyans and shit like that. It's amazing. But this film basically about Broly. If you don't know much about Broly, he's basically a Super Saiyan. He's a Saiyan that was on the Saiyan planet because his power was like beyond anything as a baby, beyond Vegeta. As a baby, Vegeta's dad, exiled him from the planet because obviously his power was a threat to Vegeta, who was the future king of the planet and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as I won't spoil too much, but you know, a revenge story happens around that basically because he was exiled and whatnot. Brilliant, man. Listen, Dragon Ball Z fans, go and watch it. I don't think it'll come out in cinema in the UK. I get the advantage of watching that in Asia because they show it out here. But download it or whatever you got to do. Dragon Ball Z fans, go do it. Man, Kibs, I don't know, man, which director you think can make this real life movie, man? I was just thinking of Zack Snyder again, but I guess I always say his name when it comes to visuals. But one director needs to take this on board, or Disney needs to buy manga and freaking deal with some Dragon Ball Z movies, man, because we need to see them on the big screen, like real life, proper movie, not that bullshit we saw last time.
No, of course, and I think Zack Snyder will be perfect for it because visually the guy knows what he's doing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
The guy knows what he's doing. I think visually he'd be stunning. But then there's so many other directors out there, bro. You seen some of them fan made ones, bro? They're amazing.
Exactly. But you know what? Yeah, the reason why I say Zack Snyder is because remember in Man of Steel, right? Remember the fight between Superman and General Zod that everyone complained about?
Yeah.
Bro, almost like that was literally almost like a Dragon Ball Z fight. Telling you, right? So that's why he's got the visual eyes to make that fight, to make a Dragon Ball Z movie. That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah, man. But even than that was all the movies I've seen so far, man. I mean, I've had good times in the cinema, just enjoying it, getting fat, eating popcorn and sugary drinks and shit like that. But you know what? That's my cheat meal. I'm like, you know what? I don't eat chocolates or nothing like that in general. But I told myself every time I go to the movies, I'm gonna get myself some popcorn and a nice fizzy freaking drink. Man, they sell Fanta Grape out here, bro. I love that drink. So I just drink that all day. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what any other movies coming out in the coming weeks, but I tell you what, I definitely am gonna watch again is Spider-Verse. I don't even know if we spoke about that, man. Into the Spider-Verse. Did we speak about that?
We didn't, bro. We didn't. And I think you saw our initial reviews. If I get some time off this week, there's 2 films. It's Bumblebee. 3 films. I'm going to watch Aquaman again. I want to watch Bumblebee and I want to watch Into the Spider-Verse because I think Into the Spider-Verse, for me, since Mad Max Fury Road, has been the best film in decades, bro.
You know what? I won't say... I'm not going to disagree with you, but... it's definitely one of the best, man. It's so awesome and it's so relatable, man. I was just thinking about it the other day. That's why I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I was listening to... So, there's another podcast I listened to called The Big Brown Breakdown with a guy called Brendan Sharp, who's an old MMA UFC fighter, but now he kind of... It's like a UFC thing, but he spends the first 40 minutes talking about shit. Anyway, and he made it so relatable to me. The way he explained it was like, it's this kid... in Brooklyn, was it Brooklyn? I think it was Brooklyn, or where he was from. And it was Brooklyn, walking around in Jordans, going through these school issues. Like, it was so relatable, man. It was just like Spider-Man's always been that relatable character. You know, Stan Lee always said that. He wanted a teenager, he wanted him to relate and whatnot. They done the same thing with this kid, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's got, his dad's black, his mom's Puerto Rican. You know, he's just going through whatever he's going through as a kid. And just the animation, the jokes, and everything was was brilliant, man. I don't think you could do that sort of movie I don't think you could do that sort of movie with humans, but in this form of animation,
it was amazing.
And it wasn't even like cartoon animation. It was like something different, man. I even had to explain it, but it was wicked, bro. Like almost like comic book. It was like a comic book.
Basically, when they put this through the studio, they said, "I want to make a Spider-Man movie, but I want it to be like a comic book. I want it just jumping out of the comic book."
Yeah. Well, that's how it looks. That's how it looks, man.
And it looks amazing. Like... It looks amazing, bro. It looks amazing. And the characters, they work really well. You know, you got all these diverse characters from different universes coming into one universe. A bunch of misfits trying to find their way to being the characters they are. Bro, it was amazing, bro. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Brilliant. Definitely, I think I'm going to probably catch that in the cinema. Like, maybe Christmas Day. I ain't got shit to do, so I'll probably go Christmas Day because I'm going to go watch it. Because that was brilliant. That was out of all the movies I've seen this quarter,
yeah,
100%, that was the best.
Yeah, same here, bro, man. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Was there anything else? You've been watching any Christmas movies?
Shit. Have I watched any? Not yet. I watch on Christmas days, man. I got like Home Alone and Die Hard and shit ready for that. I watched Speed the other day. They put Speed on
yeah.
Netflix. The film is awesome, bro. First of all, the soundtrack was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Keanue Reeves, man, he's awesome, man. I love that dude. I don't know if you heard recently, there was a post going around that he's been secretly funding children's hospitals around the world or the US or something, but he's been secretly funding it. It's not a secret anymore because everyone's like fucking exposed to it.
That's it.
But you know, yeah, like he's one of them guys that is just like, he's fucking awesome, man. He's just like an awesome dude from what you hear and how he goes on. But seeing him in this movie, I'm just like, you know what? He's. I don't want to say he's an awesome actor, but I want to say he's an awesome actor. You know what I'm trying to say? I like him, man. He's such a likable dude. I'm like,
yeah.
And because you know the good person that he is now, I just want to support him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Every movie he makes, I'm like, guys, we have to support this guy.
Yeah.
Like, because he's such a nice guy.
That's
I'm saying. So Speed was awesome, and Sandra Bullock looks hot in that movie. I don't care, man. I can't remember, but I'm sure when I was young, I probably was like, damn, man, she's fine as fuck, man. Probably bust some nuts or something. I'm just joking. But yeah, that film's wicked, man. And who's the bad guy? Who's the guy who plays the bad guy?
Dennis Hopper.
Hopper, yeah, that's it. He's a psycho, man. I remember watching that as a kid thinking, what a fucking psycho, man. Just wanted to blow up people and shit. But yeah, sorry, I went into it, man. And I watched Speed the other day, and I'm finishing off Narcos, the season, the Mexican season, the weed season. Which I'm not really getting into. Like, listen, Michael Pena is awesome. I'm a big fan of that dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not feeling this season. It's kind of like on the background. I'm not really into it as I was the other ones, Narcos and whatnot. But that's it, man. I haven't been watching anything. I'm looking forward to January, bro. The fucking Punisher's coming out. I can't wait for that.
Oh yes. I am looking forward to that as well, man. Well, I've been watching Titans. I know season finales happen. I'm gonna check that out. Watch that.
Bro, I need to get copies of that. I've been seeing all these things on Instagram. Batman's in it. Is that true?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like it is. I'll have something sorted out, bro. I'll have something sorted out.
Bro,
it's on Plex, though.
Man, what's that?
It's on Plex.
Man, I don't have fucking internet, bro.
Oh, you lose.
We need to once I get it all sorted out, I need to watch it, man. If Batman's in it, well, that's moist. I need to see this.
No, definitely. That's good. What else? I've got a giveaway, guys. It's a super giveaway. I mean, I can only say it over here because I've been promoting it across platform. Gilman, last 2 weeks we've had 2 winners and they've got great prizes on their ways. James Stone, who won the first one, and yesterday somebody named JD Chadwell won another one. So I put that in the post as well. So today's one was on Superman, and I only tweeted it this morning, bro. And I had more than, let me count how many people on here now. More than 30 people already entered.
Okay, for Superman,
yeah. It's a little bit of a giveaway. You've probably seen it on my Instagram. So guys, if you want to be involved in these giveaways, it's really just me and Gilman saying thank you for joining us on our journey, and thank you for joining me on my journey as well. And it's just a couple. It's just gifts to give away to you guys. So I pick somebody randomly on a wheel of decision every Friday 6 p.m. I'll always have something to give away for you guys, but I'll always promote it from the week before on a Saturday. So when we do our podcast, that's when we start previewing it. It goes across all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Snapchat, emails, whatever way. As long as you give your name and you say you want it, it'll be yours. But moving on into my world at the moment now, I haven't seen many movies, guys. I'll be honest, I've been stuck in work mode and trying to sort out the house, so I haven't been much creative. But I've been posting up a few things. More trailers came out in the Aquaman trailer with my name on it, which was quite moist, which is on my Instagram pages. There was another guy that I met up with recently named Ashley, who is a absolutely amazing dude. He's very creative when it comes to the comic book world, and we just geeked out one evening, and I'm gonna try and get him on the podcast to talk about more about comic books and how the comic book world is, how the movie world is, how it compares from there. I'd love to have him on the show as well. But other than that, where is it? Let's get on to all the craziness that's happening in the comic book, anime, and movie world. Saying that, guys, on the February the 15th to the 18th, I will be at Anime Comic Con in London. So if you guys are in the London area and you want to go to an Anime Con, come down, come see me, I'll be there. Tables are booked and I'll have some of my artwork out there. I am working currently on some digital versions of Fist of the North Star, Akira, and a couple of new guys, Naruto, and some Dragon Ball Z ones as well for you guys. What else have I got on my list? So basically what I've got is that now the unused Superman suit that wasn't used in the one with Nicolas Cage, you can go see it at a museum.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
so...
the one that Nicolas Cage was supposed to use?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's cool. Which museum?
Huh? I think it's in the Superman Museum in Metropolis.
What do you mean, in real life?
Yeah, they've got a place called Metropolis, haven't they? They've got a Superman museum there.
Wait. But in what country? Sorry, you lost me, man. Where
I think it's somewhere down south or something like that in America.
Oh shit! Okay, because Metropolis is a made-up place, yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but there's an actual what do you call it? City named Metropolis there.
Oh, wicked. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry.
Proper threw you off, didn't it?
Yeah.
So they released a trailer with what was it you sent recently with Deadpool in it, the Avengers Endgame one, which was quite funny.
Oh, that was hilarious, bro. They need to get him involved, man. Sorry, I'm a bit distant. Sorry, they need to get Deadpool involved in the Marvel universe, man, because that trailer was funny, man, with Deadpool.
Yeah, no, definitely they do. I mean, it depends on how they're going to work on it and how they're going to bring people involved.
Well, what's going to be super exciting in the next, say, 2 to 3 years, right? Not just X-Men, but what they're going to do with the Netflix characters and their own streaming service. Boss, I reckon we're going to get so much fun content that they just might steal all Marvel fans from any sort of streaming platform or movie platform, like, ever. You know what I mean? We're just going to be stuck on Hulu or whatever platform they bring out, we're just going to be stuck on that. Because I feel like in the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to get a lot of good shit from Disney and Marvel.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, definitely. I'm sure that they will do a whole load of shit that will get everybody crazy on our sides. But yeah, let's see where they head to, man, definitely.
Nice. What about, I saw the trailer for Hellboy the other day.
Yeah, everybody's got a bit mixed feelings about it. I enjoyed it.
I thought it looked fun. I was like, you know what? The first ones, don't get me wrong, they were good, but this one, I'm like, I want to watch this because it just looked fun and like enjoyable, man.
Yeah, same.
This might be enjoyable, man, because it looked kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking it's going to be a fun one. I like that actor. Let's see how it goes, man, definitely. But the trailer looks good. I like the grittiness. I like the look of it. You know, it's shot in London.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I did like that last scene of the trailer when he came out with his horns and the sword was on fire and everything. That was sick.
Sick. Yeah, definitely. Other news was Keanu Reeves wants to be a Marvel Marvel's
yes.
next Wolverine. Did you read that?
I saw that. What do you think, bro?
Well, I mean, we just spoke about Keanu Reeves, and we both got love for him. I've got enough respect for the dude. I think anybody who works in that trade gets a lot of shit because they're just doing their jobs at the end of the day, man. But then you're going to get criticized about it because it's how you do your job, how the movie is, this and that. You know, it just goes on forever. You know what I mean? So,
don't forget, man. 100%. Don't forget, man. Heath Ledger, man. I remember when he was gonna be the Joker, and people were just cussing it, the usual bullshit.
yeah.
And he turned out to be the best comic book villain character ever. Like, so it depends on the direction, the movie, and then how far the actor takes it as well.
Exactly. So, like, I can't say no about it, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. To be honest, my only personal thing is I don't want to see another 6-foot Wolverine again.
Yeah, Marvel's gonna get it right this time, man.
Yeah,
Give us our short, fucking, creepy Wolverine, animal-looking dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm looking for. But you know what? I got enough love for Keanu. So we just don't know where the future can go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you said
I don't know. Let's see, because you know what? Yeah, with the X-Men, Dark Phoenix comes out next year, and then after that it's done, and then it goes over to Marvel. And I've heard a lot of people that love the X-Men movie. We're probably somebody. Me. I'll talk about myself. I'm probably one of the ones that don't like it. I am one of the ones that don't like the X-Men movies. I want to see something different. I want to see.
What do you call it? No, the two that I do like are Days of Future Past and X-Men First Class and Logan.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, they're not all shit, but there's a lot of work to be done. Yeah. But I really want Marvel to take it on board and give us what they gave us for the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like a X-Men story. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, of course.
And like we've discussed, man, the X-Men story is so powerful. They can make almost like a Black Panther type story, or you know what I mean? Like, you know how Black Panther was so revolutionary because of the story and the history he used, and black people and Africa and blah 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 blah. I don't want to make it that type of thing, but it worked out to be a great cultural movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel with the story that X-Men has, like, they can make something as epic as that, story-wise, as well as visuals and character-wise. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, of course, definitely. And I can see that happening.
So much.
The problem is now with studios now, because it's, as you know, it is a business at the end of the day. There's no substance, bro. And you're not going to get that with a movie like that.
Yeah, well, let's see what Marvel do with it, man. They've been freaking brilliant so far, so... Oh, shit.
You alright?
Dropped Back to the Future Blu-ray on the floor, god damn it.
Oh, shit. Is it alright?
Yeah, it's alright. Well, let's see, man. There's so much potential. And, Marvel, man, shit, they've given us so much good content, and they've given us so many movies and our characters on the big screen that we all thought is going to be basic. Like Ant-Man, for example, like, that motherfucker's going to be like, predicting that motherfucker's going to be like the biggest help and star in Avengers 4. And Marvel produced this freaking character that everyone was just thinking, who the hell is this Ant-Man? And he turned out to be the most lovable character in one of the lovable characters in the universe.
Yeah, no, of course, he does.
And big part in Avengers 4. And so just using him as an example, because I just remember when that movie came out and everyone was like, because everyone knows I'm a Marvel guy, and everyone was just like, gee, Ant-Man, are you serious? And I'm like, I don't know, let's see what the fuck happens. And now we do big stuff. So just thinking about him, I just feel like Marvel will do a great job with X-Men. I just can't see them failing. And if they do, then maybe it's just like, you know what? If Marvel can't do a good job with X-Men, take it off. Just leave Marvel out, X-Men out. Keep them on the freaking on the comic books. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I feel confident they could do a good job. And I think first things first, casting, which Marvel is good at, and costume design. Like, those are the two things. Give us the visuals of the characters, then work on the story. That's what I think.
Yeah. No, definitely, definitely, bro. Have you seen the Home Alone Macaulay Culkin TV adverts?
Oh, that was sick. I saw one of them. There are multiple ones, but I just saw the one, and that was sick.
Yeah, no, they've got multiple ones.
Oh shit, I need to watch them then. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was quite good. I do like that. I gotta say, I do like that.
Yeah, that was sick. I saw that and I was just smiling all the way through. It's good to see him. Cause you know what? We haven't heard from that dude in ages. But if you watched him in, he done a podcast with Joe Rogan. I can't remember, like at least sometime this year. But if you haven't seen it, check it out, man. It was good to kind of hear from his perspective and just being a child actor, especially because of all the shit that's been going on in Hollywood that we've been finding out.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin, he was quite brilliant, and it's just kind of like it's so weird, right? When you hear him on these podcasts, especially on Joe Rogan's podcast, it's just like you find out everyone's just so normal, man. It's weird. If you haven't heard it, check it out, man. But it's good to see him back on that screen anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is a good laugh, and it's good to see him out and about doing his thing, man. So definitely shout out to Mr. Macaulay Culkin. All right, other big news that came out this week, yeah? Did you see the poster, the front cover for Entertainment Magazine for Aladdin?
Oh yeah, I did. I mean, which one was legit, man? There was one where I saw a blue Will Smith, and then there was one where I just saw normal Will Smith. Which one was legit?
So the one with just normal Will Smith.
Oh, so he's not going to be blue. He's going to be black dude.
Yep.
Okay. What do I think about that? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Because when I hear the genie of Aladdin, I see the big blue guy, and I hear Robin Williams obviously made up that voice, but I hear that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, of course, yeah, exactly that. My problem is that, look, don't get me wrong, man. I got enough love and respect for Will Smith, yeah.
He's brilliant. I love that dude.
He is absolutely amazing in what he does, but he looks off key, man. And basically, you know that artist, podcast guy, artist Boss Logic.
Yeah.
He's the one who did the blue one. That's the one I posted where it says much better.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, look, Disney don't let down, right? Let's be real, right? All the animated cartoons that they brought into real life. I mean, they were good, man. I haven't seen Mowgli yet, the one on Netflix yet, but I've seen the other Jungle Book movie, which was awesome. They done Beauty and the Beast, that was sick. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? They don't let down. Remember you saw the Lion King trailer, right?
Yeah.
That fucking brilliant. Oh shit. I mean, what do you think about it? Because I thought that was sick.
No, it looks amazing, bro.
So let's not. Yeah, it might be good, man. I reckon. I don't think Disney will let down. And Guy Ritchie, I think, is directing.
Yeah, that's right. Guy Ritchie. Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
I don't think it'll be bad. You know, it might look funny, but I don't think it'll be bad. Let's wait, man. I reckon Will Smith will definitely be Will Smith and bring out the genie in his way. But I'm sure he'll keep characteristics of the old Robin Williams genie, just for the sake of for Robin Williams and just keeping it true to the source. That's what I think. Anyway, let's give it a chance. Disney don't fail. I mean, so far they don't fail that much.
No, they don't, man. They make the monies, isn't it?
Monies. They know how to make the monies, man. Because the Dumbo trailer looked awesome as well. Like, remember, I don't know if we even spoke about that, but that looks sick as well. And
we haven't actually. We haven't actually spoken about that, bro.
That looked wicked, and they're taking a different. I think they're taking a little different aspect of Dumbo, but I'm just thinking some of the things. I haven't seen Dumbo the cartoon in ages, but I'm just wondering how are they going to do some of the stuff on the big screen? Because I remember there was a part in Dumbo where he got drunk. Him and the mouse got drunk. Do you remember that? And there was that whole where they were basically in a drunken state, like, and in this whole psychedelic. It's crazy, bro. When you watch it back as an adult, you're like, hold on a second. Why are they showing this shit to kids? Like, this is what they were portraying to kids. Like, this is what it feels like to be drunk and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mad. So I wonder if they're going to do those sort of visual scenes and how they're going to portray them on the big screen. Maybe they might not do it because, these days, in this day and age, there's a lot of shit that you can't do no more because everyone's too sensitive and shit. But, in some weird way, I want to see Dumbo drunk on the big screen again.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see, bro. Definitely. But yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else that came up in the past week, to be honest.
Yeah, no, neither can I. I'm just trying to think of anything else. You know what? I did have a thought on Hulk the other day. I don't know why, but I just want to express it a little bit. I felt like in the movie universe, they've kind of made Hulk look weak. Because I was reading, I'm going to go on a bit of a tantrum, man, but I was reading Secret Wars the other day. And I remember there was one scene in the comic Secret Wars where a big ass mountain, falls on all the heroes and whatnot, and then Hulk holds it up. And then Mr. Fantastic is cussing the Hulk, right? Basically to make him angry, and the more angry he gets, the stronger he gets, right? So Mr. Fantastic is cussing the Hulk. Hulk is getting angry, holding this mountain up, and it just shows the power he gets when he's angry. Now, in the movie universe, I know they're trying to build a character to Hulk. I know they're trying to make him almost human and relatable, so they can, so he sells more. But I feel like they made him so weak, man. And I'm just thinking about the fight he had with Thanos. I'm like, well, I don't think he would have given up like that because he got pranked. And listen, I get it. I get what they're trying to do, trying to give character to him. From the comic books, they're trying to, Hulk's had enough of taking the beatings and all that sort of stuff, so he's told Banner, fuck you, and whatnot. But I felt like, if this was the comic book world, which, what we know Hulk of, he would have got angry and he would have put up a much better fight. But anyway, I don't know, that came to mind the other day, man, because Hulk's like one of my favourite characters, and I'm like, man, because there was this meme I think I saw, actually, there was this meme where he got beaten up by, in the movie world, he got battered by Thor, and I've seen him kill Thor in some of the cartoons and comics and shit, so, I've seen that, and then he got battered by Thanos, and then who else did he go? And then Hulkbuster battered him, and I'm like, man, that's my guy, man, you're just making him look weak. Anyway, I listen. I've just been having thoughts about it because, like I say, from the comics, you just know Hulk as gets angry and no one fucks with him, man. Remember that cartoon Hulk when he goes into Asgard and just kills everyone? I mean, that's Hulk, man.
Yep, I remember that one definitely. That was a wicked one.
Sorry, I went on a tantrum. I just had to express myself.
Nah. You have to do what you have to do, bro. It's all good. But yeah, that's about it on this week's program, bro. I don't think there was anything else that I could think of.
Nope, neither can I, bro.
Yeah.
Other than that, everyone, we won't speak till next week. So everyone who's celebrating, have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that stuff. I always say this about Christmas, even though we don't celebrate it, man. I love the environment of Christmas. The one thing that Christmas does do, it brings people together. And it's such a positive time of the year. Even if you don't celebrate it, you can respect it. This is what I feel like. You know what I mean? Like as a Muslim, I respect what it does because it just brings people together, man.
No,
it's a
same,
nice time
exactly.
And obviously, I want to be with you guys. I want to be with family during this time of the year. But obviously, I'm out here in Singapore, so lonely games and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. No, I feel I like the vibe of Christmas and shit.
Me too, man.
So everyone.
Definitely.
Happy holidays, everyone, man. Just get fat, eat loads of food, and be with loved ones, I guess.
That's it, man. Best thing. Definitely. All right, man. G-Man, massive thank you again for joining this week. Guys, we will soon have new quality cameras and microphones, and everything is going to look amazing once we get it all set up. Gilman will have his Geek Corner. I'll have my Geek Corner. But please bear with us for the next couple of weeks. It will be audio only. But again, massive thank you. You guys are absolutely amazing. And we'll catch you up soon. One love. Peace.
Oh, one love. Peace.